Good afternoon, everybody. It's Stefan Baisden. We're here at the Emirates Stadium. We're here today going to be interviewing a few people, a few fans today. The current Wengerout situation. We're just going to see what other fans have to say. Can you give me a prediction for the score today, Emma?
I'd like to say we're going to win, but I have a real horrible feeling about this. But as an Arsenal fan, I'm here for the club. I think if we're lucky, we'll go 2-1. If we're really unlucky, we're going to go 3-0 down.
Everybody said that Arsenal are going to let in goals today, even the Arsenal fans themselves. What is the reason for that? You know, we just got a rocky defence at the back. What's the problem with Arsenal at the moment?
The team aren't playing for Wenger anymore. So, you know, as much as I love the guy, you know, if you're not fighting for your manager, then what do, you know? And that's where their hearts are just not there.
So you feel like when we're playing, you know, we maybe lose a goal, there's no fight in the team anymore. The big players like Sanchez and Ozil, they're not showing at the big games like against the top six. Is that going to happen again today, or is it going to change it and turn it around?
Well, from what I hear, Ozil's not playing, so I'm not sure why. Sanchez will play his heart out because that's what he does. The rest of them just can't step up to the plate. So I don't know if they've lost heart. You know how it is when you're feeling down, you know, you just don't want to play that game. So, look, I'd like us to win, but I don't know if it's going to happen. So, are you Wenger in or Wenger out? Wenger, do something different, man. Do something different.
Wenger, do something different. That's a new one. Hashtag Wenger, do something different. Brilliant. So, what was your name?
Daniel.
Daniel, hi. I'm Stefan Baisden. Hi, little man, hi. Nice to meet you. Give me a handshake. Hello. I love the hat. Right, so we've obviously got a gentleman here who's coming to watch the Arsenal game with his son, Junior Gunner. What do you feel about today's game? Do you think we're going to have a good game against City, one of the top six, obviously?
No.
Oh God, here we've got a negative one here. So what do you think is going to happen? Give me your prediction of the game.
I think they'll lose. I think it'll be 2-0.
So you've come today predominantly to watch us lose?
Yeah, well, you got your season ticket. You got to keep supporting the team. But yeah, it's.
So you've got a season ticket holder. So you spent £1,000 plus for the season, but you're here as just obviously a loyal supporter. How do you feel about Arsene Wenger? His season so far.
I think he's got to go when he's ready to go. Which is, I hope he's ready to go this year, because I think he's, done a good job for 20 years, but it's time that he moves on. Moves upstairs, brings someone else through.
So you would keep him upstairs, even with the 200 mil rumours going around for next season. You still think it's time for him to?
I think it's time for him to move up, and it'd be good to have him here whilst the new person comes in. So
with respect,
he can, so he can help him through. And if Thierry Henry can come in, brilliant.
Brilliant. Okay, so we've got someone that wants to get Henry in. Obviously, we know Henry's obviously a great coach. He's working with Belgium currently. Would he be able to take on the mantle of the Arsenal?
If Wenger's here to help him through, yeah.
Is the Wengerout brigade? Is it going to oversee the Rocky?
No. Rocky's comes first. 100%.
Rocky comes first.
100%.
So
watch it 7 minutes into the game. Everyone applauding. Watch.
Great. Does that mean that you guys are Wenger in fans?
Not necessarily Wenger in. We're here for an Arsenal team to be at a standard which is, respectable. In terms of Premier League. But today is about Rocky Castle. It's about remembering him. And the Wengerout brigade, no way can they come in and affect the fans' mood.
And also, I'm not against Wenger staying, but he needs to be given the resources. Everyone's picking on him and not the board. I'm tired of hearing Wenger this, Wenger that. Listen, the board are responsible. When we had proper boards in the past, David Dean, that's when things changed. Forget talking about Wenger, man. Even another manager, if Guardiola came, they wouldn't get the cash. So what's the point of talking?
Well, there's been obviously rumours that there's going to be a 200 million budget for him to go into next season with.
Nonsense. They've said this for 10 years. Absolute nonsense. They don't give him a fraction of that. And the man's been building teams. I've seen people build more on Lego with the kind of money that he's got. He's got nothing, and he's built team after team after team. Yeah. Where's the respect for that, man? No, there's no other manager. Forget all these Mourinho. He couldn't do that on that budget. Yeah. He couldn't get a meal on that budget.
So obviously we've got Man City today. Big players like Ozil, Sanchez. Are they going to show up today?
Oh yeah. Don't worry about that. They'll be there. Well, that's not the problem. The problem is getting the ball to them, because the other players can't pass. So it's no point putting a player like Wobie, he'll dribble, lose the ball. You can't blame Ozil for that. Man, if he's in the City game, he scores a hat-trick. Yeah. But we get the players to back up those players, for real. But you can't blame them. Listen, I've never seen Ozil play poorly. I've never seen Sanchez not try. I wish I could say that for everyone else. I wish I could.
What are you guys feeling today?
I think the man is incredible. Okay. He's changed football, and for the first 8 years of his tenure at Arsenal, he was superb. Mm-hmm. So we can't just tell him to piss off. But if he's going to do something, then he's got to spend for the next 2 years and win the Champions League and then piss off.
We've always finished in the top four under Wenger. People said if you change, you don't know what's going to happen, but there's no guarantee we're going to finish in the top four this season. So
exactly.
I think it's time for a change.
So we need a change, even if the next season, say something goes wrong.
Whoever we got has got to be a good quality manager. I don't not change for the sake of it, but if you can get Allegri or
Thierry Henry.
Okay. Are you guys Wenger in or Wenger out?
Wenger in.
You're Wenger in?
Yeah.
Tell me why though.
Yes, we're just going to have to give him a little bit of a chance. Yeah, because you see, if you look at it, if we say Wenger will win you out today, who is going to be the replacement manager? We're just going to have to start from the scratch again.
Say for example, someone like Allegri comes in, he spends all the big money, gets the big players like we've always wanted, and he gets the top 4 like Wenger been doing, or even pushes for the actual league itself and the Champions League. Would you take that?
Yes, I will.
So you don't want to transition. You guys are just happy with how we are at the moment.
No, for me, I'm still on the fence.
Yeah.
It depends on how we go through this next 9 games that we've got. If we can beat City, United and Spurs, then there's a hope.
We've had so much trouble with the top 6 though. What is it going to be the difference today? Are the big players going to show, or are they going to go missing today?
Well, it's all about players' mentality. So we know we're good enough. It doesn't matter if we can show it. So that's what we'll see.
How do you feel? Prediction today?
I think Arsenal is going to be 3-2 today, man.
3-2.
Yes.
So there's going to be holes at both sides. So you're saying both defences are rubbish. How do you think today's game is going to go, guys? What do you think is going to happen?
Early goal.
It's one of the top 6. 2-0. Okay, I've had a lot of negatives.
No, I think today. I think today.
Man City will leave holes at the back.
Yeah, I think we'll do it today.
I've had a lot to say. City are very similar to us, the way they play. They're obviously great up front, but at the back, they have a lot of issues. So it's possible for us to get some goals today?
Definitely, yeah, 100%. We've got the strikers and the attacks to do it. So, yeah, why not? We should.
Oh, and obviously the whole Wengerout situation, it's overseeing everything that's going on today. It's like completely separate from the game. What do you guys feel about Arsene Wenger and about him currently looking to sign a 2-year contract for next season?
I think he's had his time, but I think some people being a bit too disrespectful about the whole situation. I think he needs to sort of leave before he ruins everything he's done for the club, because I think he's at that point now where he's sort of going downhill. Yeah, so yeah, no, I respect him,
to turn
but
it around somehow,
something needs to happen, something needs to change.
Him out, I'm not so sure.
So if next season we bring someone else in...
We put him upstairs a couple of years ago, shouldn't we? And brought somebody in and brought him through the ranks and started to... Because transitioning his way of football to someone else, it's going to be painful, isn't it?
So transition to, say, a new manager, say Allegri, the perfect manager for us. He comes in and the first season he has, say, a Moisey situation where he just completely ruins... Are we ready for that?
I think one day it's going to happen that we will need that transition. Yeah. Obviously, we would rather have...
Is this not the day?
Well, I don't know. We need to win.
We need to win. Today's win, everybody looks past it and we forget about Wengerout.
Not forget about it, but hopefully move on upwards, say maybe.
Make plans for it.
Make plans.
Are we making top 4 this year? No. We've got Dan and Sarah here. They've come all the way from Derbyshire to watch the game. You guys are loyal fans, committed fans?
Yeah,
Very.
old school. Old
school fans.
About 71, mate.
Oh, brilliant, proper fans.
Not me. I'm not old
Yeah,
enough.
she's younger than me.
So guys, give me your predictions first of all about the game today.
2-1.
2-1 to Arsenal?
Yeah.
Leak it. I want to score first. If we score first, I think that's helpful.
Yeah.
Otherwise, I think I'd take a draw.
Anyone who's a true Arsenal fan will never be Wengerout. At the end of the day, 21 years of everything that he's achieved, people are short-sighted. Who's the replacement? Oh yeah, there's no one, so why change?
Yeah. I mean, I'm in the same camp, you know.
You're being in?
Yeah, for sure. Because look at what the man's done for the club. People forget we would be batting like 7th or 8th now without Arsene Wenger.
How many teams would take top 4 Champions League? How many seasons in a row?
Let me ask you a question. Are we going to get top 4 this year?
Yeah,
I'm not sure,
we
but
still
I
got a
hope
chance.
so.
Yesterday's results was helpful.
Yeah.
So we ain't out of that equation. What we need to do, I'd like to see us get a positive result here, which is a draw or a win. From there we can bounce on. Why can't we always finish strong? Yeah. We've had a bit of a wobble. It's not pretty. West Brom was depressing, but yeah, we can do that.
Let me tell you something, Stefan. I'll take over here. Cheeky Sport Joe here. Let me tell you something, right? We're built for this. Do you know why I say we're built for this? When they think we're going to die out, that's when we come back. That's where the resurgence comes from. How do you reckon we did the unbeaten run? Huh? Do you reckon everybody thought we was going to do it? No, they didn't. Do you reckon they thought Keown was going to get the 10 appearances to get the medal? They thought he weren't going to do it, but guess what? He did it, bruv. He did it. And that's right, there's going to be nothing different here. Do you know why? Because in Wenger we trust. That's right, man. Who was we before, Stefan?
Right, everybody, we've got some really interesting opinions today, positive and negative. So far, I've heard a bit of, Arsenal's going to let in a few goals today. We've had a lot of Wenger in and Wenger out. It's going to be a great game. We're going to go in now and see how Arsenal do against Manchester City, and hopefully we get the win. And then we'll get some more interviews a bit later.